All right, you have to bear with me. Things are all kinds of wonky right now. That's what happens when you end up with a small break. All right. See if I can do that. All right, cool. Good enough. We're not even going to deal with the tracking function at this point, guys. We already know it's wonky. All right. Hopefully, okay, yeah, it looks like the audio is working. Okay. So after all the trial and tribulation of getting this thing clamped together, also, let's do my standard, is this in focus? Now it is. All my trial and tribulation of getting the thing clamped together, we're going to take it apart. We do have enough clamps though now, so yay to that. Or long clamps, I should say, because that was the problem. It's like, this is wider than my 2-foot clamps, so I needed something bigger than 2-foot clamps, which I have a ton of. And 1-foot clamps. So what we're going to do, because this is going to end up being glued and nailed together, we're going to pre-drill all of the nail holes, and then we're going to clamp it together, unclamp a portion, glue, slide it in, let it set, reclamp it, take another, like say, get it all clamped together with all the holes pre-drilled, unclamp this portion, pull the bottom out, glue the ends, even though it's not a strong connection, that's not even what I care about. Drop the board back in, get it clamped, and then just keep going. Although I probably won't do the top and the bottom first, I'll do the interiors. That way the more fiddly right angle clamps here can be adjusted slow, or will be mostly in set. But for right now, we are going to take the baby apart so we can pre-drill those holes that we sized last week. Or actually 2 weeks ago, sorry about that. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago because I'm an idiot. We had a minor emergency with the dog. And here's hoping that TTS eventually remembers that it exists. And we'll start talking for you guys. Let's see, what you got, Marcus? Flipped horizontally. Yeah, people kept saying they wanted it that way, mainly because, like, if I move, oh, it's actually tracking me. Okay. If I move this way, the movement, so like if I'm planing, the movement follows on the screen for both shots. Yes, I know it's flipped horizontally. But people kept asking for it, so there you go, kind of the deal. Oh, these are 3-foot clamps. I didn't buy 4-foots? Okay, cool. I have 2 3-foot clamps now. Hey, Chance. But hopefully you understand the reasoning why it's flipped, Marcus. I don't know. I guarantee you if I flip it again, someone's going to say flip it. Because I can't keep everyone happy. This is top. We're going to stack these over here so that I don't get them out of order. Corner clamps. Do I still have a corner clamp box, or did that get soaked in? Okay, there it is. I'd rather be able to just, yeah. Funny enough that I have the original box for these. With its with the instructions and a decal on the inside of the lid to tell you how to measure for inside and outside. Just find that funny. How you doing, Chance? Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that would bother the piss out of me. Sorry. Yep, that's a definite sign that that I flipped it because. But I mean, like, that was the reasoning was to make macro cam and micro and overhead cam match in movement. So I just fulfilled the request and said whatever. Not my show, even though it is. Okay, corner clamps in. Here's the bottom. This is where things get fun, because this is going to eventually want to fall apart. Okay, put you here, 2 stacks of lumber, you here. Yep, this is where it's, okay. Oh geez, what the hell is happening out there? This gets to be fun. Okay. Doing okay, okay, okay. There we go. Another set of spacers, put the bottom on so that we literally know what order it's stacked in. I can figure out the rest from there. All right, we'll do it the easy way. Brush is hidden. Okay, good. They're lined up. Need all 6 of these after a bit. Yeah, I didn't even think about that as a consequence to flipping it like it was being asked to be done. But who knows, maybe I'll get aggravated and flip it back because all the labels are flipped. Okay, that's the other test piece. We want to do this. All right. I just put these all here, but they're all in the way. Pipe clamps. There we go. Okay, all clamps out of the way. Probably gonna want these though. How do we want to do this, Wes? Because if we clamp, I was thinking clamping them with the Yorgies, but it is now in the way. Like if I clamp them, then do this, I would have to hang off this side, and then I don't have a way to clamp the other side. And we're just trying to clamp them in a way that you get that I can drill these holes without anything shifting. So it would be a set of wide berth clamps like this. That's all you really need. Sorry, I'm actually trying to make them mostly parallel. That'll do for there. I'll adjust in a bit to get it all nice and squared away. We'll get it to this point and do this. Okay. And then we'll do the old-fashioned trick. At least there's something on them now. All right. Get you boys lined up as best as possible so that I can do one set of holes. There's the front. Okay. There we go. Now I can just drill right through and it's on the internal face regardless of where I drill. So blowout is not a problem because, well, can't blow out when there's two pieces of wood right next to each other. The blowout will be on the interior face. I can just chip it off. Well, thanks for the lurk there, Marcus. I'm always glad to have you in. Okay. $11 1/4. It's always good to remeasure because who knows if I remember any measurements correctly. 11 1/4, so that's roughly 12, so we can find the center of the board and then just space out probably 3 inches on each side, and that'd be a good baby. So what is that, 5 1/8? what is it? No, that would be 10 1/4. So it's like 5 and... Okay, 5 and 5/8. Let's do it with a proper tool, because I am terrible at doing things. So we just do 5 and 5/8. We should slide right into the center. Confirmed. Confirmed. All right. And then if you go 3 inches from each side, you got 1, 2, 3. That's no. How about 4? That looks good. And then 4 is deep enough in here that I'm not worried about nails coming in from the back. Okay, there's our spacing. Dead middle and then 4 on each side. Up, Chance, what'd you say? What'd you say? I can't wait for TTS to remember it exists again. Ah. All right, so basically the idea is, since we're nailing it together and we're nailing it with big old fancy Hansa nails, we might as well try and make it look as uniform as possible. So instead of putting it together, then drilling the holes and nailing, we're going to drill all the holes as uniform as I can. Because we're only putting 3 nails aside. I mean, it doesn't, I'm not so nitpicky that I want it to be, you know, insanely perfect, but I do want to at least make it look like somebody tried to make it look correct. Okay, now the back holes will be a little bit different. Okay, here. Here. All I really am doing is just marking where it's at, and then we start the drilling process. Oh shit. Exclamatory. Yeah, because these have different nails, but they're still being nailed, so might as well get that in there. All right. You know, I tried to make pencil holder, but it still will fall right out of this. Luckily, the burnishers stay in place, so that's good. I'm gonna have to just make a pencil pouch for the inside of, ooh. Why haven't I thought of that yet? Make a pencil pouch and just store them right there. All right. And Wes, being the smart man he was, stored the drill bits for each hole in the nails that he was going to use, so that I didn't forget, didn't lose them, and there's no way I can possibly get it wrong. Now, me saying that means it will in fact be gotten wrong. Oh, what's this? Sorry, TTS isn't working too well here. I mean, I don't really ever use jigs to make them all the same. Measuring will actually get you very close, but I mean, there are jigs for exactly that purpose. Let me see. Or that kind of purpose. I have a dowel cutting jig. It's somewhere in here. Okay, yeah. This will show you how old it is, but I mean, like, I've got a, basically, come on, ObsBot. I've got a dowel cutting jig here that's really for like end joining boards, but it's one of those, measuring will get you all fairly close, and regardless of what you do, jig's gonna help. If you want absolute uniformity, a jig's going to do it. If you're wanting to impress people, make a jig. If you're wanting to just get it done, you're gonna waste time on a jig. So to each their own, really. And good morning, Cheryl, as well. But Speedy, glad to see you're here. At least they're saying it's a first-time chat. I can never remember anymore. So if you're new, I'm Wes. This is Plain Old Woodworking. We do a lot of hand tool woodworking projects here. I'm not afraid of power tools. You can probably see them over there. But for the sake of the stream, it's all hand tool. For a couple reasons. A, you don't have to worry about hearing protection. I don't have to worry about hearing protection. B, this is a solar powered stream, and the inverters that I use right now cannot handle working some of these power, especially the planer, but some of the power tools and the stream at the same time. It'll shut the computer off. So hand tools all the way. Nail position 1. Woo! But also, if you're wanting to make any kind of uniformity without a jig, this is one of the ways to do it. Like, all of these shelves are at the same height. So I'm, pre-drilling the holes with the sideboards together so that regardless, they all look the same. And the other reason why I'm not too worried about having them be too perfect is because the nails I'm going to be using are themselves not perfect. Like at the top, I'm going to be using what are called hand cut nails, or not hand, they're called cut nails. So they're, nice triangular nails that'll hold real well. But I use the term Hansa nails because what we're using are hand forged nails down the side. So none of the heads are going to be perfect. but they're going to get us where we need to go. And like, that's the whole point. I'm using hand-forged nails. They better not look perfect to each other. It's not working at the moment, Kat. This is just how it operates. Give it probably 10 more minutes and it'll probably just start working. I don't know what's up with SpeakerBot, but it just does that. Like, something is wrong with it. It's been that way for a while. I'm going to try this real quick. See if I can get it to kick on. We'll see how fast that works. But like, it takes like 10, 15 minutes, 30 minutes for it to realize I'm trying to use TTS. It has something to do with authorization between SpeakerBot and Twitch, to tell you the truth. It's not a problem I can solve. Like, it looks like it just deauthorizes each time. Okay, we're gonna throw that back in there. Max is doing good. Basically what happened is we were dog sitting for a friend, and they have a 2-year-old dog and we have a 12-year-old dog, and Max played like he was 2 and he ended up pulling something. But he's fine. He's back up and running. He doesn't hurt anymore. Actually, before I start popping these holes, let me get the brad awl out. Let me be smart here. Here's the hole. What I'm doing with this little beast is I'm just making sure there's a nice little starting hole for the bit. We'll stop there. We'll drill these 3, otherwise I might go insane and can't find them. Because it does remove the mark. Come on. And yes, it looks like I'm doing this in reverse, but I'm left-handed. And quite honestly, it is reverse because there's no way to change the camming of the gear. Okay, we made it through. Oh, geez. Got just enough depth on these to make it through. Got it. Just enough. Wow. Maybe I should trade that out for a modern bit. That's all right, Kat. I said probably give it 10, 15 more minutes and we might have a visit from... Oh wait, he wasn't streaming today. Never mind. I was going to say a visit from Mecca, but I checked and he wasn't streaming, so he either already signed out or he's just not streaming at all today. That's a bad sign. Okay, next, this bit's gonna be nice and hot. But this is going to ensure that we have relatively centered holes on all of it. 1 second here. I want to double check something. Yeah, okay, good. That we're going to have relatively centered holes all the way down. I don't have to worry about accidentally like drilling something while I'm drilling it a little too far this way or that. Just do this. Okay, there. And yeah, I can't do names, as it's been said before. Like, my brain will just fart on any kind of old name. Well, we know we know TTS isn't working yet, and I will get that fixed, Kat. I will get that fixed. I know I've said it before, but now I actually have time to possibly ponder and figure out the coding for it, or figure out if I just want to switch to something that's easier. Believe it or not, this is actually what used to be used for pilot holes. Just that. And you would just dig through the wood. Basically a glorified screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, or slotted screwdriver, whatever you want to call it, turn screw. We are at the point of finally doing, we're going to get to gluing and nailing today, period. One day I might take this apart and give it a new coat of this rust orange color, because I mean, I freaking love the color on it. But we'll get there. What's going on? I'll get it fixed though, Kat. All right. Question for the day is, do I make glue in the big pot or the little pot today? I feel like we're not doing much real gluing work, but oh, it's good to see you, Speedy. And hopefully I answered that question for you in some amount of way. Like, jigs are helpful, but I'm not into that much precision. And also, hey Sean, glad to see you back. We're actually going to be putting it together, or a good chunk of it together today, so. Just drilling the pilots so we can start the grand quest of putting this thing together. And last pilot. You back up for now. Okay. We'll put the bit back with the nails just in case. Just in case I need to remember exactly which nail is what. All right. So this side is nice and clean, no tear out. We're about to have clamp up mania again, so get ready, take your bets. How much I curse. Okay, but before we do that, Okay, cool. Be smart enough to run a small chisel through here. There we go. Take out any breakout that we have in here. Because it's bound to exist. Take out that tear up. Because I don't want stuff messing with the alignment of the glue up. All right, next. At least we know how it's all gonna go together now. We figured that out last week. Nope, 2 weeks ago, sorry, yeah. I keep forgetting, yeah, last week we canceled because of Max. All right. All right. Now for the fun. We need all of these. Like I said, at least we know how it goes together this time. Two here. Two here. So basically what I'm doing is putting a, oh, whoa. Glue up. Yeah, might as well try to protect the bench a little. Even though it's hide glue and it'll come right off if I really need it to. All right. Woodworker's old friend, wax paper. In all reality, I only did one more. Okay. And these can go on top of the spacers because you don't want the spacers glued to the cabinet. And soon we'll have our favorite time. We'll let water heat, let glue cook, and just sit around and talk. Okay. Two clamps here. Two clamps here. Because top and bottom are more important to get aligned first. Once you got that going, you're good. Okay, so bottom. Let's just do the bottom. Okay, rough side up. Yep. Up. Wrong side up. Okay, man. There you go. We're going to just go ahead and get you in here. And get you in here. And be running around like a chimpanzee for a little bit. Okay. We don't want it that close to the glue. So we now like getting it in a usable position first is going to be the hard part. Okay, we're going to do that and that. I'm going to lift you out and put you here. Okay, good. Put you out, put you here. And put just a tiny bit of pressure on there. Just so that they stay where they're supposed to be. And we can get an idea of where the spacers go. Yay, sorry about, oh wow, I didn't realize that I sneezed directly into the mic. I'm absolutely sorry about that. I will try to think a little bit more next time. About like that. Cool. Then about like a so. Okay. Tighten you just a tiny bit, because all the finagling will happen here soon. All right. Okay. It's most likely this way. We'll figure that out in a second. Anyway, we're going to take the 3 shelves off and go top. I forget which side was top on this one, but suppose it's whichever side works. Oh yeah, that's what's wrong with this one. Okay, there we go. I forgot, this one has the rubber gaskets. Because it's the miter saw clamp. We may need to put a secondary clamp there just to push that closed. closed. But anyway. Okay. So this is a very slow part because, yeah, I am clamping it all together to just unclamp it slowly as we go. Thank you. There we go. Part of the problem is you got to make sure that the bottom actually is like pushed together with these 4-way clamps. It'll be a little bit easier once I get these middle shelves in because they're going in with real clamps. There we go. Okay, spacers are directly where they need to be, and just in case you guys want to know what the hell's going on here, let's fix this. There we go. So basically what I have is some spacers going under the shelves so that they can sit exactly where they need to be when they get nailed. Labrador Border Collie. Wow. Labra Collie. Okay. Now we know to flip these. Okay. And start just flopping them in. I'll say this just until we get them to work. We'll start squeezing the space out of them in a second. Says the man who just made stuff fall apart. Okay, let's do what we did last time. Get you in, and get your bottom clamped, then we'll do because it just pulled everything apart. Okay, bottom clamp. God. Forgot about this too. Yeah, we probably I forgot how much of a pain in the butt this is going to be. Okay, you're in. Good. Let's put the clamps in first. Okay, we know that you're this shelf down here because I'm going to have to come on. Because where it sits on the damn table is dependent on these clamps. Okay, there. One clamp in. Just going to put the clamps in now because otherwise it's going to be a giant nightmare. It already is a giant nightmare, but this is why you do stuff before you start playing with glue. Because I forgot how persnickety this thing is. And yes, I'm putting all the bars that way on purpose. I have very little room on this side in the first place, and I don't want to be dancing around bars during a glue up. Okay. We're just gonna get this going. Those are the tops. All right, let's see what I can accomplish now that all the clamps are in place. And nothing is being held together like it should. All right. Good. The top one's on top. Okay, cool. Whatever. Oh, that explains a little bit there. Thank you. Sitting on a damn clamp. All right, move the entire assembly this way because these are the limiting factor right here. Okay, forgot about that. Reline up those, put the flat plastic foot back on this clamp. Fine, you're the top shelf, pitch in. Okay, you're sitting on a bar, good. Sitting on those, good. Gonna be smart and just we don't need it super tight just yet. We just need it to be holding so that I can do next shelf. This way or that way? Oh, let's get you there. Okay, there. That would have ended badly. Okay. Okay, and your spacer bar is there. Okay. All right. See if I can get this. Leave that like that for now. Next shelf. I said, the idea is to get them all in. And yeah, they're going to be progressively harder to put in as I get it all square. The idea is to have this thing fully clamped and just do one shelf at a time while gluing. Okay. And I may see if we got it. Yeah, we've got at least one spare clamp that I can use to bring that square in the front. Okay. Well, now I'm like, I have one spare clamp. I'm sorry, you're going to close. There will be none of this not closing. Okay. If you haven't figured out, there's a portion that's bowed on one of the sides, and I was like, nope, you're closing. Ah, I can't believe that thing's still following me. It hasn't started looking at the ceiling or anything. That's nice. Okay, let's see where we're at. We already know what the diagonals are supposed to be. I think we just need to clamp that baby in. All right. Put down some big bad beetle boards. Yep. About did it wrong. About did it wrong. Okay. We're not looking for amazing pressure. We're looking to get them running as hard as possible. Okay, next. Fan. I'll open you slightly. Okay. At this point, I really don't need to clamp the tops, but since we're gluing and then screwing and then misconstruing. Ooh. See, beforehand, that this one may need to be loosened and lifted. But let's work on that. one is it? It's definitely you. Oh, you're fine on that side. Huh. Fine. Interesting. Go. So, like I said, basically the premise of this is get it clamped so that it's square, everything's in place. Take one piece out, glue it in, clamp it back. Take another piece out, glue it in, clamp it back. Take another piece out, glue it in, clamp it back. That way, everything stays square while you're taking and gluing and clamping one thing at a time. And you don't have to worry about handling 4,000 things. Honestly, if I wanted to just forego the gluing, I could just nail it right now. And I'm slowly thinking that might be what I need to do. I mean, this is a glueless project. It's supposed to not have glue. Do I want to just nail it in and call it a day? Also, spin this guy back up. Because I could literally just glue this baby, or I could just nail this guy in and we'd have us a... It's what, 11/17? And yes, I know my droning is so over the top. Amazing. Okay, so that gives us that much. I still think I want to glue. Glue is very not necessary because it's rabbited construction. The glue in this orientation isn't really going to do much more than just hold it together a little bit. Check square, because I can so definitely check square anymore, but I did check it beforehand and it looked fine. Do I want to just drill it and go? Do I want to glue it, then drill it and go? Sorry, having an existential crisis at the moment. It isn't all that much glue. It's not going to help that much, but I do like the idea of making sure there's glue. So, do the interior shelves. They're going to be the easiest thing to do. Get those in, then do these guys because they're going to be a pain in the ass. Okay. Question. Little pot, big pot? I think little, in all reality. Also, we're getting close to taking a lunch here. So we might start cooking the glue while I'm eating lunch. That way we got hot and ready glue. No, we'll do the big pot today. This is a lot more glue surface than usual. I need to make a lid for that eventually. But we'll do the big pot today. Which means I'm going to need way more water because I'm an idiot. I turn that on and it immediately goes, whoa. And the battery's like, oh, you're gonna do something today, are ya? Okay. Yeah, let me go get some more water. But for right now, we'll do that. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. Glue time. Look, magical measuring spoon. I guess we should do that for a little bit. For those who have been around here before, I typically use hide glue because it works. And I can take, if something goes wrong, oh, well, awesome. That was actually probably, I've still got some water left over, cool. Never mind, I don't have to get water. But we're now at the getting ready stage. Awesome. All right, so with that, we got the glue starting cooking. So let's let it cook and let's have a lunch. Let's break for lunch, guys. Oh, it died on me. Okay, well, let's break for lunch. Glue's cooking. We'll come back and hope to God that my crazy scheme's gonna work. All right, see you guys in probably about 30 minutes or so. So that'd be what, around noontime? Come on, there we go. Wake up, keyboard. All right, so I will be back after probably about a half hour or so. Gonna eat some lunch, most likely tortellini soup, and we'll be back to glue and nail, and hopefully we'll see if Hansa can make his way in. All right, let's see if everything's working. Sorry for the lawnmower. As you know, it's lawn mowing season. All right, the glue is nice and cooked. And the lawnmower's coming back around. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Let's just get you locked in, can we? Please, just lock in. That'll do. Come on. I don't care. Yep. Well, I can't stop the lawnmower. It won't lock. Wow. Well, we'll just have to deal with it being what it is. And it still isn't like... All right, so... like we said, it's time to take one out. Put it in, take one out, put it in. Yes, I know the glue joint is not going to really suffice or matter much, but we also might not be able to get them out. That was the other thing that was crossing my mind. Oh, there we go. How much will I be able to get them out? Well, we can loosen things a smidge, I think, just so that we can get things out. Otherwise, it ain't happening. There we go. Okay, and we know it's this way. Time to watch a man go insane with glue. All right. Like I said, I'm not really trying to do anything too amazing with the glue. It's just there to hold things in place. Before the, oh, well. Where you at, Hammer? Don't know where the other one went, but we got one. This'll work. Right, you're in. Let's get you clamped because you are in. Okay. Next. We're doing the internals first, which sounds weird, but it makes sense when you think about it. Just because I have right angle clamps holding those in place. Come on. Just like I said, it's the thing I was worried about. I should have done this one first. This is the hard one. Ah, there we go. All right. You're laying exactly the orientation you need to go. Good boy. Yeah, jacking's been here before. All right. Glue time, glue time. Doot, 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 glue time. Ah. Glad to see you back. Now you get to see the fun of, I'm working with hide glue. Which, the reason I do that is it's reversible. So if something goes wrong, I can always take it apart again. Okay, you're in. This is the exact orientation you came out. Yep, nope, 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 get it. There we go. Ow. Go. You're in. The rest of them should be a little bit easier to get out than those. But this is the basic gist of it, and this is how you make it a little bit easier on yourself. Is you get it fully clamped up and you put a piece in and out until you got everything glued. That is the easiest way to get this done. Hot glue, do 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 do. The other reason I like, well, sorry about the mower, but hey, I don't own next door. They're perfectly within their rights to mow when they want to. And they're retired, so mowing during the workday actually happens a lot. Okay, that's what I thought. This one's kind of the loosest one, so it'll go in like a champ. Okay, cool. And up to the top. Okay. Okay. Now the hard ones. Yep, looks like he's moving to the front lawn. But one of the reasons I like to use hide glue, A, it's reversible, so awesome, but B, it's transparent. It's finish transparent. I have very little worry about, come on. I have very little worry about when I put shellac over this, whether or not the glue is even going to show up. Like if it's going to inhibit the finish, because it almost never does. So I can be liberal and just glob it on there like every guy likes. And as long as I sand a little bit, it's gone. Like I don't have to worry about how far the glue penetrates in. Because anything in the pores doesn't show up. It's the stuff that's physically on the surface of the wood shows up. As long as I get the little bit that like comes, you know, the little bit of squeeze out gone, that's good. And I can do that pretty much anytime I want. Oh, come on. Get in now. Yes, I'm being slightly rough. You're not all the way in there. Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay. Now, speed that devil up. The only bad thing is it does try to set as it cools, so there's no time for mistakes, except for that I can take it apart if need be. Oh, no. Oh. You're fine. You're fine, you're fine. Loosen. Okay. You're getting in there. Okay. That's what I mean by like, make sure. Okay, You're my make sure this end closes clamp. Okay, there's that. And like I said, this is really not I'm not really worried too much. Like, you see me going through it pretty fast anyway. But this is why I set up the glue up this way, where it's just like, okay, take one piece out, glue it. I have listened to it, Kat, don't worry. What's going on? What did I miss here? Wow, there's a ton. I really wish the TTS was working. All right, we gotta go way the hell back. Okay, lawnmower. Now we scroll down slowly. I was talking about the Wellerman stuff. I may be behind. Okay, I'm gonna give up because it is. All right, there we go. Okay, last one to glue, and then we start drilling, re-drilling the holes, believe it or not, because we got the holes drilled on the sideboard, but I do need to drill a little bit into the, need to drill just a little bit into the actual shelves before we start nailing this baby home. You guys, man, I really wish the TTS was working today. You guys are on fire. Okay. The glue really and truthfully is just to hold it together before I nail it. I can just hear so many people going, you don't glue this joint. And I was like, it's not there for perpetuity's sake. It's there to make the gluing and drilling, or to make the drilling and nailing easier. It's also why I use hide glue, because like if I don't have to worry about it permanently bonding on something as stupid as a shelved dado shelves. Bring the sugar and tea and rum. When the time is done, we'll take our leave and go. Okay, there's that. Okay. Now, we're gonna undo you for a quick second. Make sure we get this into the danger zone real quick. Give it a couple seconds with a little bit of pressure there. We can technically turn that baby off because we are done with glue. We're not going to be gluing anything else at this point. And then we need to find a jar to dump this baby in. All right, well, while that sets, I'm going to go grab my glue jar because I forgot to bring it out. This is why I put all of the bars in one direction. All right. Okay, yes, look at the ceiling for a few seconds. Yeah, we'll throw that out. Hello, hello. Oof. All right. Okay, does it recognize me now? Okay. All right. I am on fire today in preparedness. Yeah, we're not storing anything in this jar. Never mind. Not for preserving, I wonder why. This is gonna hurt. All right, you're off, good. Okay, I just wanted to make sure we squared that front up a little bit. Let's go put this back over here real quick, out of the way. Okay. Okay. Remember, it's only burning a little while. Okay. Hot, 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 hot. Give me something that will hold. Perfect. There we go. Let that cool down for just a bit. Over here. Then take the pot over here. Out of the way, because I don't want hot water splashing all over me. While we're doing other things, like hammering. All right, and drilling and everything else. That definitely leached a little iron in there. Okay, good. Good to know. Yeah, it can sit there. He's good. All right. We're gonna need you. I need to unplug you. And put you out of the way as well, because we're gonna just start moving on to the next part, which is finish the pre-drilling and hammer it home. Just stay there. Just stay there. Stay right there. We've got more for you. Okay. Everything's run off of one battery bank. Oh, you actually hung up on that because I was a smart person and hung you on a hook. There you go. Okay. Like, I know the melody. I don't know the words. That's my problem. Okay. Of course. We'll just use this as a test drill and see just whether or not I should just wait and call it a day, which, yeah, that's kind of a wait and call it a day. I don't want to have to be digging glue out of it each time. Oh, wow. Yep. That is a wait and call it a day. Yeah, I do not need to clear the flute every single time. And honestly, clear the flute of glue every single time. That's not completely clear. I really kind of feel bad because I was like, yeah, we'll have no problem. This stuff sets fairly quick. It does set, but it stays sticky. That's the problem. It will stay sticky. So I kind of don't know what to, like, we're at a stopping point at this point, because if I can't do the remainder of the pre-drills, I can't even hammer. Jesus. We still have an hour and a half that I would usually want to be going. Oh, way cool. Thank you for the resub, man. Thank you, TJ. So now I got to sit here and figure it out, because I really can't do anything. Until the glue is mostly dry. Coffee. Didn't know Cat was Bostonian. So now we got to figure, like, we are definitely at it's clamped, it's glued. Soon it will be screwed.
Something smells good. Cool.
Well, that's interesting. At least that worked.
Putting in the longboat until he's sober. Putting in the longboat till he's sober. Putting in the longboat till he's sober. Early in the morning.
What have we here? Stowaways.
Okay. Let's figure something out. And like I said, my problem is remembering. Yeah. And I mean, Kat, you already know that I literally just suck at this. Just keep working on this, and then eventually I'll learn Kitty Man for you. Eventually I'll learn Kitty Man for you. I guess I should also print out literally the Wellerman and actually learn that as well. We'll grab one. We'll grab one. I thought you were saving stuff for a box. Or was that nail that was saving for a box? All right. I guess I could stand up there. Yeah, maybe. This way you can actually see my ugly face. It's a damn tough life, full of toil and strife we whalemen undergo. And we don't give a damn when the gale is done, how hard the winds did blow. Oh, we're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, with a good ship taut and free. And we don't give a damn when we drink our rum with the girls of old Maui. Rowing down to old Maui, me boys, rowing down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. Once more we sail with a northerly gale through the ice and wind and rain. Them coconut fronds, them tropical shores we're soon to see again. For 6 hellish months they passed away on the cold Kamchatka Sea. But now we're bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. Rowing down to old Maui, me boys, rowing down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. And once more we sail with a northerly gale toward the island. Okay, well, we got that far before I screwed up. Hopefully that helps with a bit, but all right. Good to see you in, Jackins. And have fun, man. All right, so with that attempt, I gave a good attempt. I'm literally putting songs in front of me this time instead of trying to remember them verbatim. We really do have to wait for this to dry, and that's going to be a couple hours before it's at the point where I can drill it and not gum up my bits. So this may be the point in time where I need to think about where we're rating to. I know, Kat, you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear it. That's a good way to put it, Kat. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling, considering I don't work on Wednesdays anymore. But I was actually thinking about making pasta. Who knows? Maybe I'll do that at some point in time. Start streaming making pasta. All right, who's on the Twitch? We got Pyroferus is making something. B Bumstead, I think we've rated out to about 1,000 times now at our new thing. What is Pyroferus doing? One second, let me make sure I've muted. You know what? He's doing woodworking. You want me to raid the B-Bum again? I have no problem with it. I just we've raided to him like for the past 4 or 5 streams. Where are you pulling these numbers at, Kat? I know I'm terrible at it, but I think I'm going to do Pyroferus today just because we haven't. Actually, I don't think I've ever rated him, but he's Uh-oh. I know I'm terrible, but I'm not that terrible. Ferris. Make sure I've spelt it correctly, because God knows I'll screw that up. Oh, it looks like we did it. Okay, that's the correct channel. That's good. We actually did it. All right, so see you guys next time. We finally have a carcass that I'm happy. And say hello to Pyroferris for me.
Okay, so